The Cottonwood County Citizen proudly presents Athlete of the Week. Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Brent Anderson, your area Edward Jones financial advisor at 240 10th Street in Windham. Learn how he can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com for more. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
I'm joined right now by Windham Junior Thomas Green, our Athlete of the Week this week. Congratulations, Thomas.
Thank you.
You know, you guys just finished your meet here in Mountain Lake, and, a pretty solid performance. It looked like one of, maybe a career best time for you and a top 10 finish. Tell me about just the dynamic of the race, running here in Mountain Lake this year.
Well, I'm pretty in favor of this course because every year it's just always a great place to start. There's like a good variety of hills, but like also flat as well. Mm-hmm. And over the summer I've been training, so the hills I've gotten really good at. So I go down the hills easy, and then up I just pass everyone, just shaving them off little by little, trying to get that time up.
As a team this year, you guys have really embraced the pack mentality, and that was evident. I think you guys had 4 guys in the top 25 today, and it just seemed like it was blue and blue and blue, one after another, and that makes for a pretty competitive team.
Yeah. As our training stuff, we really try and keep our pack because our coaches are like, pack mentality. If we pass people as a pack, that's 5 points to them and 5 points off of us instead of one person passing them. That's 1 point off, 1 point back.
The Greens kind of have a family legacy in this sport for the Eagles. What's it been like for you running in a sport after watching so many of your older siblings compete in the sport and compete in the state meet?
It's really like convincing that to see my brothers go to state as like a little A3, they're like, oh, how am I going to ever make that? And as I'm going up to junior year, I'm beating their times from when they were my age. And I'm like, all right, I'm setting my eyes for state.
But right now, you've still got a couple of brothers on the team, and just as a whole, you guys really seem to, work really well together as a team, not just the brothers.
Okay.
Tell me about what that dynamic is like for you.
We all it's kind of like a family now. We all like know each other, we know our strengths, we know our weaknesses. And as that, it kind of helps us bond, and then just like know if we're struggling, we can come up to each other and talk. And we're helpful in races, All of our training is really paid off this year.
It also helps that you've also got, a girl teammate that has current state experience with Kaylee. And I know that she likes working with the guys in practice. What's that been like?
Well, coach is like, all right, so the boys, this is our pack. And he's like, all right, Kaylee, jump in there with the boys. They know that she's fast and she can keep up with us. Mm-hmm. And it's really good for her because she can train with faster people, getting her eyes set on a new goal, trying to beat others.
For you, though, every meet, it's a different leader.
Oh, yeah.
And how valuable is that, knowing that, you've got 4 or 5 guys that any given meet could take the lead?
Yeah. It's a lot about luck. It's just different strengths, honestly. Like Aiden, Charlie, I know they're perfectly fine at doing flat courses. Like they'll just run those easy. But I know I'm a hill horse, and then Jacob, I think, is more of a downhill because he's like taller, got longer legs. Today I beat both my brother's fastest time, not our Green's fastest time, but today I beat Patrick's fastest time, which is 1 below our brother Nick. I guess if I'm alone, rap probably, upbeat tempo. I'd say the hardest thing for me is probably setting my sights too high on a guy. He's like second place usually, and at the beginning I just like to run with the second place guy. So kind of Evan Pablo.
Okay.
That's my goal pretty much. Kind of sometimes quiet, shy, but also out of the sorts also. Just jumpy here and there. I'll do something random and then go back to normal. Frisbee golf and running. I do like to play basketball, but I just in other activities at the time it starts.
Well, that should be all we need. Congratulations on a nice race today. Best of luck the rest of the way, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Brent Anderson, your area Edward Jones financial advisor at 240 10th Street in Windham. Learn how he can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com for more. Edward Jones, member SIPC.